Next is forest and wildlife conservation. Forest and wildlife conservation, how we can conserve the forest for by controlling deforestation, preventing forest fires, then afforestation by cutting plants, setting by saving plants means not to cut the plants, setting up protected areas like national park, wildlife sanctuaries, zoological gardens, preventing poaching, controlling the growth of harmful weeds and non-native invasive plants, then wetland restoration, creating wildlife corridors, better farming practices. By all these things we can preserve, we can protect, or we can conserve the forests. Next is conservation of mineral resources. By reusing and recycling, we can conserve the minerals. Mineral means what? That is abiotic component, right? Abiotic component of our environment, which is extracted and utilized primarily to get the energy. So, by reusing and recycling, by adopting modern efficient technologies for mining, processing and usage, then low grade ores, energy efficient equipment, alternative sources of energy like solar power, windmill, tidal energy, biogas. So, all these things we can use to save the mineral resources. Then we can use LPG, liquid petroleum gas, for cooking. So these are the things by which we can conserve the mineral resources. Okay. Now, government urge private organizations and common people to reduce or prevent pollution. To accomplish this, government formulate environmental regulations. So in such cases, governments are authorized to establish supervisory and enforcement bodies. So now we will see how to control and prevent of soil or land pollution, how we can minimize the soil or land pollution. First thing is by categorizing agricultural land based on the quality of the soil, reinforcing soil management, then controlling land use access, reinforcing environmental management system, preventing pollution, enhancing spatial planting, then refusing, reducing, reusing all types of wastes. We can reuse that, we can reduce that types of wastes, and we can recycle that wastes. So by all those things, then ensuring proper disposal of industrial waste. By all those things we can stop the land pollution, we can prevent the land pollution or soil pollution. Water pollution, how we can prevent or control the water pollution? For that, implementing the repair, renovation and restoration of water bodies, then regulating and controlling groundwater development, establishing the infrastructure for rainwater harvesting, constructing additional sewerage lines and sewage treatment system, treating industrial liquid waste before discharging it into drains, purifying water in different ways we can purify the water, controlling pollution from new high-tech industries, proper treatment and recycling of domestic sewage before discharging, controlling oil spills in oceans and seas so that that oils cannot mix with that water of oceans and seas. So these are the different ways by which we can control and prevent the water pollution. Next is air pollution, how we can control the air pollution. So for that, we have to control the use of fossil fuels, then enforcing the clean air requirement for industrial facilities, performing environmental impact assessment, then different types of planting, okay, encouraging the use of CNG in vehicles, then setting fuel consumption limitation, emission from motor vehicles that control. Okay, so all these things we have to use to control and preventing of air pollution. So this is about the controlling and prevention of different types of pollutions. Next day we will start the session 3, that is SDG, that is sustainable development and green economy and green skills. So that we will session, that is the session 3 that we will discuss on next day. So up to that time, all of you up to page number 149, you thoroughly read this chapter, and all these pollutions and causes, you read this. Okay, so that's all for today, friends. Thank you.